Our first story, U.S. Congressman Thomas Massie is publicly challenging Donald Trump over how the Epstein files are being handled. Massie, a Republican from Kentucky, has accused Trump of using a new investigation into Epstein ties as a smokescreen. According to Massie, Trump's push to reopen investigations could be aimed at keeping certain Epstein-related documents hidden. He warned that ongoing investigations might actually prevent key documents from being released publicly, because open investigations can block disclosure. Massie isn't alone. Democratic Representative Ro Khanna is also calling for more transparency, urging full release of Epstein files. Massie even appealed to his own party. He told other Republicans that failing to support full transparency could be a stain on their legacy. There's a push for a vote. Some say over 100 House Republicans might back the discharge petition to force disclosure. If Massie succeeds, it could force the DOJ to hand over a wide swath of Epstein-related documents, not just redacted or limited ones. That could have big implications: names, relationships, and maybe even political or financial ties that have never been fully exposed. Massie argues this is about transparency and justice for Epstein survivors. My take: this is more than political theater, it's a real fight over accountability. Next, we're heading to the UK, where Home Secretary Shabana Mahmood has announced what she calls the biggest asylum overhaul in modern times. Some of the most controversial proposals: asylum seekers could wait 20 years for the right to permanent settlement. That's a huge jump from the current system. Refugee status would become temporary, just 30 months, and be regularly reviewed. If the UK deems their home country safe, they could be asked to return. There would no longer be a guaranteed duty to house asylum seekers. Instead, support, housing, financial aid, becomes discretionary. Some nationalities could even face visa restrictions if their country doesn't cooperate with returns. Mahmood says this is inspired by Denmark's strict immigration model. She argues the reforms are needed to reduce illegal crossings, especially small boat crossings across the Channel. This comes amid rising political pressure, particularly from Reform UK, a party pushing hard on immigration. Critics are calling the reforms harsh. Refugee rights groups warn that removing guaranteed support could put vulnerable people at risk. Some say it echoes far-right rhetoric. Others argue it's a moral mission. Mahmood defends it as restoring fairness and control. Opponents also question the long-term impact. What message does this send to refugees, and what does it mean for the UK's global reputation? My take: this is a major gamble. While it might appeal to voters angry about illegal immigration, it risks alienating human rights advocates and damaging the UK's asylum commitments. There's also the political risk. Balancing control with compassion is not easy. Finally, in Canada, Alberta's Premier Danielle Smith is once again stirring up talk of separatism. She's floated a referendum on whether Alberta should leave Canada, if enough people sign a petition. Smith has introduced legislation to lower the bar for citizens to trigger a referendum. That means fewer signatures needed for a vote. She says this is about giving Albertans more power in deciding their own future, not necessarily full independence, but greater sovereignty. However, critics are pushing back hard. Alberta NDP leader Naheed Nenshi slammed the idea, calling it a dangerous game. This isn't just political posturing. If a referendum goes ahead, it could shake Canada's federal structure. Some Indigenous leaders are wary. Treaties can't just be voted away, and secession could have deep legal and constitutional implications. On the other hand, the separatist push plays into broader frustrations. Some Albertans feel economically and politically marginalized by Ottawa. My take: Smith is playing with fire. Calling for separation raises real constitutional risks. But she's also channeling genuine anger. This could be more than a political stunt. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure to hit like and subscribe. I'll be doing these daily, or almost daily, political news rundowns.